Hello friends, I am Pritpal Singh and this is class 9th lecture 5. We were studying before this test on Sunday, we were studying number systems, and in that we discovered what are number systems, real numbers, irrational numbers, and everything of that sort, representation of real numbers on the number line, and so far so good. And so next in the series we have is operation on real numbers. But before that, I would like to tell you another method of plotting real numbers on the number line. Like some numbers were left, yes, still some numbers were left, and today we'll see how to plot them on number line, and I will give a proof to you, a quick and easy proof. So further after that we'll begin our today's topic, that is operations on real number, and in tomorrow's video or in next lecture we'll cover rationalizing the denominator. So sit back straight, follow the golden rules, bring out your copies and pens, and let's start. What we have to do is, the question says plot root 3.5 on the number line. Remember friends, whenever question says to do anything geometrically, anything, even if it says to cut an arc, then never forget to write the steps of constructions. Yes, even in such questions where we are plotting numbers on number line, we ought to write the steps of constructions if the question is 3 marks or above. Okay, 3, 4 or 5 marks, we have to plot them. Okay, so let's begin. To plot 3.5, first of all consider a number line and plot units. I have taken here unit. This one big unit is 1 inch. Starting from starting from origin, this is 1 unit, and since it is saying root 3.5, first we would plot 3.5 and then follow these steps and you will get root 3.5 right there. This is my 3.5 already plotted. I call this point as O. I take this point as A, and from A exceed your point 1 unit as point B, and then in step 3 taking OB as the diameter, draw a semicircle on OB as diameter. तो आप लोगों ने पहले पढ़ा है कि how we do it. First of all, we'll draw a perpendicular bisector. I have my arcs ready, so I don't have to bother much. आपको पता ही है, 2 arc ऊपर 2 arc नीचे, and then we get a perpendicular bisector. This is my perpendicular bisector, and basically I have found the center of my diameter. This I call it as Z or O dash, whatever, any variable. And now O in step 4th, in O dash O would be the radius, because diameter का half radius, and using radius we plot a circle and hence a semicircle. Complete this semicircle. Okay, till here so far so good. And then what you have to do is, जो आपने पहले 3.5 प्लॉट किया था ना, वहाँ से from that point you have to draw perpendicular meeting the semicircle at a point using a scale or compass, whatever. Perpendicular meeting the semicircle, say at a point C, and surprisingly enough this length AC is root 3.5. but यहाँ पे हमारा कंस्ट्रक्शन ख़त्म नहीं होता. So first thing was this, कि we have plotted root 3.5, it has come in figure, and another thing is its proof. How is that root 3.5? So first of all, bring it to ground, putting your pointer on A, extending it to C, and then bringing it on the number line. We have this A. Suppose this arc cuts number line at D. This AD is of the length root 3.5. So we have successfully plotted root 3.5 on the number line, and you have to write that A, considering A as the new origin, root 3.5 is plotted on the number line. Okay, since it came of consideration, so you have to write that. And moving on to its proof, just have a quick look at this. Suppose I am given to plot root x on number line. So first of all I would plot root x, first of all I would plot x on the number line. This is my x, any general equation, any general length, and extending it by 1 unit. I have already written it, but again and using this length, this OB as my diameter, I have to draw a semicircle here, somewhat like this. We got two arcs, two above, two below. Quickly I'll just show you. This is our center of the semicircle. I would draw a semicircle, and if the construction is right, it would meet at B only, so don't bother. And since it is not up to the scale, so these are just okay, these are ignorable errors. And now, as I told you previously also, जब आपका जो x है, that was 3.5 in our next question, from there draw perpendicular to the semicircle, meeting it at Z this time, and let this point be O dash, meeting it at Z, and using AZ as the radius this time, bring down AZ length to the number line, suppose intersecting at C, and now this AC would be root x. This is all mentioned, but we'll see a proof to it. Friends, its proof is very simple. We will be proving it using this very popular theorem, Pythagoras. Check the spelling, but I guess it's this only, Pythagoras theorem. So first of all, to prove this, join this segment, this point O dash to Z, and consider this triangle, this one, O dash A Z. देख लिया, this triangle is O dash A and Z. Now look very carefully. This is where the trick is going to happen. This length OB is how much? This is x plus 1 units, and our length OA is how much? This is x units. So friends, tell me, what is O dash A? What is the length of O dash A? Pause the video and think it over. Okay, right answer. So the length of O dash A is OB minus, or we could call it OA minus this length. If I would subtract O dash, so think it over. What is O dash A? Is it OA minus O dash? Yes, it is this only. O dash A equals OA was x, and minus O dash is x plus 1 by 2. Look very nicely, this was the radius of our semicircle. Okay, think it over again, you would definitely get this. So O dash A equals x minus 1 upon 2. Take the LCM and solve it further. So you would get O dash A equals x minus A upon 2. And then applying Pythagoras theorem in triangle O dash A Z, we have got OZ square equals O dash A square plus ZA whole square. Okay, so OZ square minus O dash A square equals ZA square. So ZA equals root times OZ square minus O dash A square. Now putting their values, what we get, my dear friends, we have got OZ again as x plus 1 by 2. Think it over, because it would be the again radius of our semicircle, this whole square, minus O dash A we have found is x minus 1 by 2 the whole square. Solving it further, opening the bracket and then removing the root, we would have inside the root left over as 4x square upon 4, or no, we would have 4x upon 4 and inside the root, and after removing the root we would have root z. Solve it and see, surprisingly enough you would get O dash ZA equals root x. So, and this AZ or ZA we have plotted further on the root line, on the real number line. If I call it AC equals AZ, so can we say that AC is also root x, and root x is on the number line. So this is the proof of how we plotted root x on the number line. So okay, my dear friends, moving further in today's topic only, we would cover operations on real numbers. So we all know, we have learned from nurseries, and even like before that at home only, we learned to add numbers and subtract numbers. But in this class it's above that. We would be learning to solve radicals. Radicals are all those numbers which are enclosed within this sign. It is not just limited to this square root value. This is a radical. If its base is suppose a, and its power, in other terms if I call it, this is mantissa. So, and the thing here comes is called, this is called mantissa. If I call it 3 and the base is a, then it is called as cube root. So if this is mantissa is n, then it is called as nth root of a, and this root sign is radical. So today we'll be learning about radical solving or operations on real numbers. So there is only and only one golden rule, that like radicals can operate, and right here only only we can operate like radicals. For instance, we have to add, example, we have to add 2 root 5 and root 5. This is root 5. So we would get 3 root 5. Yes, this is how we do it. If you are new to it, so consider this quantity as x for an instance, and add 2x and x. 2 apple plus 1 apple. I can't take it more simpler. So 2x plus x gives us 3x, where x was root 5. So this turns out to be 3 root 5. Okay. And just to clear your concepts, I would take another example whereby you have to add 2 root 5 plus root 6. Pause the video and think over it just for a while. Yes, it's 2 root 5 plus root 6. Yeah, we can't operate. Okay, their coefficients, or we call it their neighbors, are not same. This is root 6. If you are taking this as x, then you can't take it as x because it is not root 5. It is y. And we know that x plus y equals x plus y only. So it is clear that like radicals can operate only. Nice. And just before ending today's video, you all have learned some basic properties in your earlier classes. We would be revising them today, and tomorrow you have to come solving the questions regarding these properties, and a little practice of this thing, plotting number lines. And in tomorrow's lecture we'd see the rationalizing the denominator part, which is very essential. And if I say it is essential, it means that it is essential. You would be using that concept right till class 12th, trust me. So tomorrow come prepared, be mentally free, and do these questions. So moving on to the properties.